Welcome back. I thought today's video was going to be a lot easier than what it might end up being, especially when I first heard about the plans that I'm going to tell you about. And I'll explain to you why it's a lot harder. But first, you got to know what we're doing. So tomorrow, I am going to a motorcycle track day. I will not be involved on the track. I am just taking photos of my brother-in-law, who is riding his first track day ever, I think, in any context, I believe. And I wanted to get a nice print of him on the track, basically, on his bike riding, and get that printed somehow, some way, and get that to him as like a gift. But it's actually a lot harder than I originally thought, and it's completely out of my control as to why it's a lot harder. So let's dive into that. So the first challenge that we have is actually, I don't know what his motorcycle looks like at all. I know what kind of bike it is. However, I have never seen the actual bike he's going to be riding. That's because he totaled his original bike and then was like, oh, I'm gonna get another one. Hopefully it's here in time for the track day. And it did come in, so it is still happening, but I have no idea. I think it's similar in color, but you know, with helmets and suits and the fact that I've never seen this bike, I have no idea what it is that I need to capture for him. But also, I only get 15 minutes a session to really get a photo. Now there's a bunch of sessions, like 1 an hour, so I think I get like 6 15-minute windows to get this done, but that is still not a lot of time. So I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna have someone like send me a photo of what he's wearing, what his helmet looks like. I know when he's riding, and because it's in the novice group, hopefully there's no one side by side, which would make getting the photos a lot easier. But yeah, I'm kind of going in a little bit blind and I have no idea what the actual bike is that I need to be taking a photo of. So I'm filming this the day before the track day, and the night before I'm filming this part of the video, I was supposed to be at a Chicago Fire game that got canceled due to the Canadian wildfire smoke. It is very smoky in the air. Hopefully the air clears up and we're able to get this done. But there could be like some smoke and haze going around on this track, which is not ideal, but might make for a really interesting photo if I'm able to, you know, use that to my advantage. But it is certainly an additional layer of a challenge that no one could have foreseen when I had decided to do this months ago. But before we head to the track, let me walk you through what my process is going to be, what equipment I'm using, why, and how I'm going to get this printed in such a short amount of time. Okay, so this is a bag I'm bringing tomorrow. It's my normal camera bag, has most of my usual stuff in it, but I actually added a couple different things. So first, you know, we're still using the R6 with the 70-200. I'm hoping to get the shot done on here. If for some reason I need a slightly longer lens, this is the RF kit lens, a 24-240. I think it ends at like f6.3, which is fine. I think I'm going to be shooting mostly in 7.1, so 6.3 is perfectly fine as well. And then I've just got a wider angle just for, you know, family portraits, stuff like that. And then I got the 50-1.8. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the photos on here and I'm immediately going to put them onto my laptop, which will have Lightroom running on it to help edit the photos and get them up and get that file ready to be printed. Now, there are a few services you can use to get something printed quite quickly, especially if you're just doing like a normal photo itself. But I actually want to do either like a canvas, or I think I decided today that I'm going to do a metal print. He's got a lot of like metal signs and stuff up in the garage. So I'm going to go with metal because I think that'll work better. But also, there's a really good sale running at Walgreens right now, and it is 60% off through July 18th, which is perfect. That is all I need because the track day is on July 18th. I'm going to order the photo. Walgreens claims that they can have it printed within 3 hours. I don't quite believe that, so someone else might have to go pick it up. It is a little bit of a journey for me to drop it off, but hopefully I am able to get this printed and I can show you guys the actual print itself. before I give it to him as a gift. Without further ado, let's get to the track. Okay, I don't really have a lot of time, and it's really loud where I am, so I apologize if you can't really hear me. But I think I got the shot on the first session, which is awesome. I'm gonna try and maybe get one more that might just be like a regular print or something like that. But I think we can get this done. I think the photo's ready. And let me give you a preview of what it might look like real quick. It'll be really hard to see just because of the glare. But I think that's the shot. I am making my way over to corner 1. Hopefully I can get a lean photo. I still like the last one that I took, but there's like no cell reception here, so I can't actually get the photo uploaded, which gives me at least this session to figure out what to do in terms of a lean photo. So I'm hoping he'll be leaning into the camera. That should make a good shot as long as I can get it. That's the hard part. But I will check in after this session and let you know how it goes. Okay, I had to pivot again because we went with canvas. The metal prints were a little bit different than I expected. It's just like a sheet of aluminum that they print the color onto, which is why it's a little bit lower of a cost. So we switched back to canvas, placed the order. It should be ready in a couple of hours. I was actually doing it with him like right next to me, and I was like, please don't look over, and I was like trying to hide it. I think it's still a surprise for him. We shall see. He's going back out now, and then he's got one more, and then lunch. We'll probably grab it on lunch or just after lunch, come back, drop it off, and head home. Everything was going extremely well up until this point, except for one thing. I went to check my email to make sure that it was ready to be picked up, and I saw an email that said it was delayed. And I called the store, and I was like, hey, how long is this delay gonna be? And the woman's like, oh, I actually just got it done. It's ready for pickup. Our system's just having an issue, but you can pick it up now. I just finished it. So we head on over there. We get there, and I ask, I'm Michael. I'm here to pick up my prints. And she goes, oh, yeah, here it is. And she hands me the box and opens it. And it is my photo, but there's only one. There's only one print, and I ordered 2. I'm like, uh-oh, this is not good. And she's like, oh, the second one, I can print that real quick. We're having issues. It'll take about 10 minutes. And it did. Luckily, it did. So we waited around this Walgreens for 10 minutes, got the second print, and then went back to deliver the gift. So that was your second session.
Okay.
Over by 1, I think. Oh, no, that was the first session. Sorry. That one was the first session.
Okay.
I can't believe you have this done already.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I was finishing it up, and you were sitting right there, and I was like, oh, man, I hope he doesn't look over.
Oh my God.
And then that one was the second session over by 1.
Those are beautiful.
Those are awesome. Thank you.
Mission was accomplished. It was a great day at the track. Everyone had a good time. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed editing of the photo and getting it printed and all of that, and the surprise gift. Hopefully you learned a little something maybe about how to do this yourself at a future event. It always makes a great surprise when you can give someone a physical print of a photo that you just took an hour or 2 before. Just such an awesome memory, such an awesome day, and I'm glad to have been a part of it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more. I'm Michael. This is AM Life.